Good morning and welcome to the Berks County Board of Commissioners meeting for April the 18th. Meeting is called to order at 10 a.m. Let us stand to observe a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we read the public notice, just want to let everyone know that Commissioner Leinbach is joining us online today. So I'm going to ask my executive assistant, Barbara, to please read the public notice.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. We'll do the approval of the minutes. Are there any changes or additions to the minutes as presented? If none, the minutes stand approved as presented. Move on to public comment. Are there any public comments on agenda items? Anything in person or online? None? Okay. From last week till today, there were no executive sessions. Wanted to make that note. Also, before we get started with the agenda, also want to let everyone know that this week we had indicated that the responsible contractor ordinance was going to be on the agenda. That has been removed from the agenda, and we've gotten some feedback. There's further discussions that we need to have on that, so it will be on an upcoming agenda, but just wanted to indicate why that was not on the agenda today, as we had indicated 2 weeks ago. Starting with budget, adopt a resolution authorizing the 2024 budget transfers in the amount of $443,544 and 2024 appropriations in the amount of $8,400,371 per listing dated April 12th of 2024. Under Human Resources, Item 1, authorize the appointment of Deborah Link to RN Supervisor, second shift at the Berks Nursing, effective 5/1 of 24. Item number 2, authorize the promotion of George Rodriguez, from Contract Manager to Deputy Director, Contracts and Procurement in Purchasing, effective 4/19 of 2024. Item 3, authorize the promotion of Timothy Fox from part-time hazmat technician to Fire Training Center Assistant Superintendent, Department of Emergency Services, effective May 8th of 2024. Under Purchasing, Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing a recommendation to award and further authorizing the Director of Contracts and Procurement to execute as a result of invitation to bid a contract for Berks Road Culvert Replacement Project as identified herein, and it goes to J. Phillips Excavating and Hauling, LLC, from Leonardsville, PA, and the total bid amount not to exceed of $49,865.38. Under the Commissioners, adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Dr. Michael Stauffer, Executive Director, Berks Career and Technology Center, to the Berks County Workforce Development Board for a replacement term beginning May 1 of 2024 to June 30th, 2024. Dr. Stauffer will represent the workforce category on the board. And item B, adopt a resolution authorizing Rex Levengood, Director of Facilities and Operations, to execute letter of agreements with adjoining property owners, providing necessary access for the rehabilitation of County Bridge number 46E, which is the Coots Mill Covered Bridge. Item number 2 is a motion to authorize the execution of contract and agreements amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated April 15th of 2024. There is one item for the Area Agency on Aging, one for the Berks Heim, 3 for Children and Youth Services, 1 for the Coroner, and 2 for Information Systems. Item number 3, motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers for the week ending April 18 of 2024. And item 4, motion to authorize execution of employee payroll disbursements dated April 23 of 2024.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adopt the agenda items as presented.
I will second that. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion passes. We'll now move to the reports of the treasurer and the controller. Let's start by Mr. Treasurer.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. Today we have an opening balance of $203,691,842.28. We have a balance to clear of $7,606,446.72, leaving us with a balance of $85,395.56.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to the controller's report. I know the controller is at a conference, so we have Mitchell from the office to present the report. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. For the week of April 18th, 2024, we have a total accounts payable of $5,892,885.36.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mitchell. Okay, report of Chief Operations Officer.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. On behalf of the operations team, as well as our Chief Human Resource Officer, Jess Weekneck, we want to thank the board for the appointment of Deborah Ann Link at the nursing home and also the promotion of George Rodriguez and Timothy Fox. I want to say this because this is an amazing place to work. To start your career and complete your career, 2 out of these 3 folks are promotions. So there is a tremendous opportunity to be employed by the County of Berks and really spend a long, fruitful career here at Berks County with a lot of opportunities. Just wanted to point that out. And also, if you don't know by now, this coming Tuesday, April 23rd is primary election day. The election staff has been hard at work for the last several months preparing for Tuesday and just left their staff meeting downstairs, and everything's gearing up, getting ready to go. And I'm very proud, as along with Larry, with the team we have assembled here under the direction of Ann Norton, and everything will go amazingly well going into Tuesday's election. So have every confidence in the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving along to the commissioner's comments. Since Commissioner Leinbach is joining us virtually today, Commissioner Leinbach, I will start with you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. It's good to be back, albeit in virtual position. I think most people are aware I'm recovering from knee replacement surgery last week, and not quite sure when I'll be back in person. Just a couple of quick things. Number one, I want to reiterate the comment from our Chief Operations Officer on the 3 appointments. Berks County government is a great place to work. We have an amazing group of people, and I love it when we see promotions from within. I will tell you that in the private sector, that's the sign of a strong organization when you're able to promote people from within. And I believe the same is true in the public sector, that when you have openings, it's not automatic, but when you have openings and the best person is a person from within, that is a very good signal about the health of an organization. Secondly, Election Day is Tuesday. I am very confident in the work of our elections department and all of the team members that are involved. There's a lot of work that goes into this. Obviously, first and foremost from the election department leadership and their staff. But as we also know, there are a lot of people that are working the day of, the day after, maybe even the day before, that many of them are county staff that are taking on additional duties. They do get paid for that, but we are so glad that they step up. That's done primarily for the necessity of canvassing the mail-in and absentee ballot votes that cannot be counted or start the counting until 7 a.m. on Election Day. Our facilities folks are the ones that got all of the equipment out to the voting precincts, or are getting that out to the voting precincts, and ultimately we'll be picking that up. So there are a lot of people doing a lot of things. We do appreciate our deputy sheriffs and the Dropbox access that we're able to provide, knowing that it is safe and secure, that people can be confident that they put their ballot in a Dropbox, that it is going to be counted, and that there's security there to make sure that they're able to do what they need to do. A reminder, anybody that is voting by mail-in or absentee ballot, please sign the outer envelope and date the outer envelope, and the date needs to be the date that you signed the envelope for the mail-in ballot. I would also caution you against relying on the mail much. I don't even know if I'd rely on it for today myself. The mail is difficult, and we want your vote to count. You can take it to one of the 3 drop boxes: the South Campus, which is the newest one, the Ag Center, and downtown in the County Services Center. Thank you, Commissioner Rivera. That's all that I have.
Thank you, Commissioner Lineback, and we're happy that you were able to join us today. Okay, moving along, Commissioner Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A few things to report, some activities that I participated in the last week. First of all, we were happy that the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development Secretary Rick Seigert was in Berks County in the city of Reading last week. Went on a walking tour of some of the properties downtown, made a grant announcement of $500,000 to help with some of that. I attended a working luncheon with the secretary. Members of the Berks County team that were there were Pam Mennett, David Hunter, and Jeremy Zagorowski representing the county. I was there as well, along with other state elected officials, members of the private sector, nonprofit sector, the business community, the GRCA representatives were there. It was a great opportunity to show the secretary of our commitment to helping the city of Reading and working together. And I think he was quite impressed. There was a working group that happened afterwards that Pam Mennett stayed and participated in. But it was a wonderful meeting, and I think we impressed the secretary with our commitment to stick together and all the different groups that were part of that. And I'm sure there'll be more announcements with regards to opportunities from the state at a later date. But that was Secretary Seigert being here in Berks County and Reading with us. I had the pleasure and the opportunity to attend the inauguration of the new Alvernia president, Dr. Glynis Fitzgerald. And she is the first female layperson to be president of Alvernia, and we wish her the very best in her future endeavors at Alvernia. Also, what's so cool about manufacturing was another event that we attended this past week. It's an opportunity for students in our Berks County and Schuylkill County schools to partner with the manufacturing groups, manufacturing businesses, to learn about their businesses and put a little video together. And there were 11 different categories and awards were given out. And it was really a nice event, very exciting, very, Commissioner Rivera and I had an opportunity to make a presentation to one of the students, Exeter. The one that we gave the award to was Photogenic X from Exeter Township Junior High School. So we're very pleased to be part of that. Yesterday, we participated in the SOS recovery simulation, which was a simulation to see what it's like when you're getting out of drug and alcohol rehabilitation, to see what it's like to get back into society. And it's a real challenge. There were students there from Penn State Berks that participated. And I know, again, Commissioner Rivera was there with me, and we participated in that. I also want to talk about Tuesday, Election Day, make sure that everybody has the opportunity to get there. I also had the opportunity this week to tag along with Marsha Muth from the Election Services and a couple of members of her team to see how the drop box process works. I was really impressed with that. I just want to reiterate that it's a safe, effective way to vote. But to reiterate what Commissioner Leinbach mentioned earlier, to make sure that you follow the instructions, sign your name, put the date that you sign it so that it gets counted and your vote counts on Tuesday. It's really important that people get out and express their opinions on Tuesday. Earth Day is on Monday, the 22nd, but there's many activities over the weekend. I'll be participating in some of those, and on Saturday, April 20th at City Park from 12 to 5, there's going to be Earth Day activities. So I encourage everybody that has the opportunity to get out and about to celebrate that day. And my final, I also want to say hello to our chairman, Mr. Leinbach, who's on virtual today, and wish him the very best in his recovery from his knee surgery. So Godspeed to you, Mr. Chairman. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Santoni. A few items I have, actually a lot of them were the same that we've already covered, so I will not go over them again. But for the What's So Cool About Manufacturing, the winners for Berks were the Conrad Weiser Middle School with Reading Bakery Systems for the outstanding overall video, Exeter Township Junior High School with Phytogen X for the outstanding creativity video, Boyertown Middle School West and Unique Pretzel Bakery for the outstanding cool video, Reading Southwest Middle School and Penske Racing Chalks for the outstanding team spirit. They had Mario Spaghetti on their video. A very interesting video. And then you have Wilson Southern Middle School with PTP Spanko for the outstanding career pathway video. So congratulations to all the Berks County School, the winners. And also thank you to those manufacturers that open their doors to these middle school kids as well to be able to do these videos, because the kids go, they spend the day there, do videos, meet with the employees, interviews, and so forth. So it's a great opportunity to get our youth as young as middle school kids engaged in manufacturing and understanding the importance of that pathway as well. A few other items today will be the SOS Berks mural dedication at the Alvernia's Total Learning Experience at, 1041 Rockland Street, and their learning building there at 1041 Rockland Street. And the mural is The Journey, and it's a mural based on Yvonne Stroman's life. So if you want to know more about who Yvonne is and more about this mural, join us today at 3 p.m. at 1041 Rockland Street for the dedication of this mural. Also on Earth Day, which will be celebrated Sunday at the Heritage Center, is the day of service for Alvernia. So if you want to help out a county park from 9 to 1, although it's for the Alvernia staff and faculty, I'm sure they wouldn't mind anyone else that wants to go there and help them on that day. So Sunday from 9 to 1 at the Heritage Center, and they will also be having a ceremonial tree planting. Also this Saturday from 1 to 3 is the Berksheim Volunteer Open House. If you ever considered what it would be like to volunteer at the Berksheim, help the seniors there, have a pleasant stay at the Berksheim, there is an open house this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. So go take someone with you. The volunteers play an important role at the Berksheim in ensuring that the staff there get help and that the residents there also have activities and other items as well. So please consider volunteering for the Berksheim. And the last item, Tuesday is Election Day. Keep in mind that if you are going to drop off a ballot based on Pennsylvania law, you can only drop off yours. If you want to drop off someone else's, you need to bring a designated agent form. Please help me get that information out there. So if WFMZ or the Eagle are on this, please help us get that information out, reminding everyone that you can only drop your ballot off or you can take someone else's with the designated agent form. That's extremely important, being that today, Tuesday, is Election Day, and you only have till 8 p.m. to get the ballots in. Any ballots coming after that cannot. As of now, there's been a little over 20,000 mail-in ballot requests that have been received between Republicans and Democrats. I think we've received about 9,000 so far, so expecting a little bit more of those 20,000 yet to come in. And I do also want to ask people to be respectful of poll workers and election staff. I know elections can sometimes get heated, especially if you're at the poll. There's a long line. There's really not many contested races here in Berks County, but still, ask you please be respectful to the poll workers and the election staff on Election Day. And there is no election board meeting today. Okay, and that's all I have. Moving on to row officers' comments.
I don't have anything at this time, Commissioner.
Okay, any other row officers online for comments? None? Okay. Moving along, we will move on to public comment. We have, we'll start with the in-person and then go online. We do have one person in person. We have one person here, and that is Diane Price from Lower Alsace. And Diane is here to talk to us about the Armed Forces Day Parade. So Diane, welcome. We're happy to have you here and happy to support the Armed Forces Day Parade.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Yes, I'm Diane Price. I'm the chair for the Berks County Armed Forces Day Parade. And this is our 76th annual parade. We're the oldest Armed Forces Day Parade in the country. We date back to 1948 with the 200th anniversary of the city of Reading. They had a series of parades. One of them was specifically for military and veterans, and we've continued that every year. It wasn't until President Truman declared an Armed Forces Day in 1950 that it became national. But we predate that, and we're very proud of that because of the military heritage and history of Berks County, and the Berks County, folks of Berks County who have lived here have been part of the protection and the defense of Berks County and the nation ever since the pre-revolution, French and Indian War, that sort of thing. This year's parade, every year we highlight a different branch of the service. This year we are highlighting the U.S. Marine Corps. And so our reviewing officer and our parade marshal both come from that branch. Our reviewing officer this year will be Major General David Maxwell, who is the commander of the logistics. He's the commanding general of the logistics command at Pentagon. And our parade marshal is Sergeant Major retired Rocco DiCamillo, U.S. Marine Corps Reserves, retired, and we're proud to have both of them. We're hoping to have, we're very lucky to have so many junior ROTC programs here in Berks County. We're hoping to have a large contingent from Reading High School, who has the Marine Corps Junior ROTC program, in the parade again this year. We're still looking forward to having participants be part of the parade. We have community groups, municipalities with their fire companies, veterans organizations, veterans in the parade. Veterans are still welcome to be a part of it. They will have to manage their own vehicle to be in the parade, but we'd love to honor our veterans of any World War II veterans, of course, are close to 100 now at least. But our Korean War veterans are still getting up there in their 90s. Vietnam's veterans are in their 80s. But we'd like to honor those veterans as well as specifically today's military is what Armed Forces Day is about. And we thank the County of Berks for their support. The Veterans Affairs Office is very, very important to what we do. Also, the Sheriff's Department helps with West Reading with the traffic control for the parade, because we shut down Penn Avenue and West Reading and Wyomissing. We start the parade in the 8th Avenue and Penn Avenue and Wyomissing, go east on Penn Avenue through West Reading, turn right onto South 3rd Avenue, right onto Spruce, and then left onto South 7th Avenue where it ends. The parade is Saturday, May 18th at 10 o'clock is when it steps off. Rain or shine, we've done both. Sometimes it's 50 degrees and rain and wet feet and all that sort of thing, but it gets done. And I'm glad that Commissioners Rivera and Santoni will be a part of the parade this year. I'm sorry, Commissioner Rivera can't make it. I understand the knee replacement thing.
Leinbach.
Commissioner Leinbach. 2 years ago, 5 weeks before the parade, I had my right knee replaced, and I basically sat and everything rotated around me. I thought I'd be further along, but I was able to drive, which was very, very exciting for me. But again, West Reading, Wyomissing, and the County of Berks, and the whole Berks County, we're proud to have them as part of support and include in this parade veterans from every community, of course. We recognize our 2nd division in the parade, of course, is our missing unit division, which recognizes the men and women in uniform from Berks County right now who can't be part of the parade because they're stationed around the country and around the world. And we will have the West Reading, the Wyomissing Junior Senior High School Band as part of that, which represents the communities that we have the parade in. We're glad to have them as part of it again. And so, again, we always welcome also volunteers to be a part of the committee that puts together the parade and puts it on the day of the parade. You can be a veteran or a civilian. If you're interested in honoring the veterans and the people who are in uniform today, you're welcome to be a part of it. We do have a wonderful time together, and it's a little bit stressful the day of the parade, but afterwards we have luncheon over at the Peanut Bar, and that's always nice. So thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Diane. Where can people get more information on the parade?
Okay, we do have the Facebook page, which is the Berks County Armed Forces Day Parade, which has a lot of pictures from past parades for like the last almost 10 years. Also, if you would like to send us an email and so that we can send you information, our email is berksarmedforcesday@yahoo.com.
Okay. And same email if someone would want to volunteer for that date?
Yes. Just, let us know what you want to do. Our last meeting before the parade is May 8th and at 6 o'clock at Grace Evangelical Lutheran Church, 30 Liberty Street in Shillington. And we will be having a short meeting, and then we'll be putting the lineup together that evening. Starts at 6 o'clock. And then the lineup will be going out to all the groups that are part of the parade in the next few days after that. Parade again is Saturday, May 18th at 10 o'clock in West Reading and Wyomissing.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll have good weather.
Well, we will be there.
And Commissioner Leinbach has a comment?
Yeah, just wanted to note, right now, I am planning, Diane, to attend. Anne Marie is actually here with me. Our plan is to wait to the last possible minute, determine whether I can ride in a vehicle or possibly, long shot, ride the motorcycle. But I don't like to miss that event. It's a historic event, and I think it's so important to recognize the folks that keep our country free and defend us. And that's what Armed Forces Day is all about.
Well, just let us know as soon as you can, the week of the parade, if, what your plans are, so I can get you slotted in. If necessary, we'll set you up with a vehicle, but it's past the deadline for that. But we will make every effort to do that and get you taken care of.
Yep. Don't worry about the vehicle,
comfortably.
Diane. Yeah, don't worry about the vehicle. If I go that route, I'll have my own vehicle. Either way, but I just want you to know I haven't bailed yet.
Okay. Wish you well then.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Commissioner Linebach. Do we have any other comments online? I did not see any. None? Okay, that is the end of our agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn.
Second.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.